And welcome back to all of you out there watching along with this broadcast of the National Soccer League. We got a real treat on show for you today. Division rivalry matchup. The Alaska Kodiaks versus the Oregon Orcas. Well, it has been an action-packed first week of games so far. Lots of fun storylines from around the league. Excited to get into some more of those today. As we see the players now lining up. Definitely some interesting off-season storylines for these teams we'll get into in just a minute as we wait to see the lineup announcements for both of these teams. The big question going into this one, obviously, is Carlin Eastman on the Kodiak side. And look, there he is. He is straight into the starting lineup over the resident right back, Callum Driver. Of course, their first-round selection, traded up with the Manticores to get him. He slots in right away as a right back. Curious to see how his performance is. Free agent signing Diego Reyes also slotting in up top alongside Abdul Rashid and Eduardes, which of course means captain Mullet Friederson will start this game on the bench for the Kodiaks. We'll have to see what kind of impact that has as we look over now at the Oregon Orcas. The big storyline in this one is the goalkeeper situation. Obviously drafting rookie Edmund Hron at pick number 4. He is starting on the bench today. Kayvon Garamani holding down his spot as the incumbent goalkeeper. We'll have to see how long he can hold on to that. Might be on thin ice, no offense to him. Rest of the team relatively unchanged from last season. Yuri Petrovil in the starting lineup today ahead of other midfielder options. As we are ready to get underway here in Oregon. Live from Portland, looks like the Orcas will have the opening kickoff with Kamrai Shakir. Of course, part of the dynamic duo up front with Dimbakwe Yomba, long-term legends of this club. And they've got the ball rolling here straight away. Frank Christopoulos. Jacques Porivier. Well won there in the midfield by Attila Zoltan. And straight away off to the races for Eduardes. Abdul Rashid. Lovely attacking impetus so far. Here's Eduardes. Christian Schöne, of course, also signed from the Terminators on a deadline day deal. And he's straight into the starting lineup. Zoltan going down into the challenge. No fouls as the referee. We play on. Here is Kamrai Shakir. Yuri Petrovil. Wow. Blistering start to this one as the Kodiaks going forward with some serious speed. Here is Dimbakwe Yomba. Cutting it back for Bryce Conrad. Ran into traffic. Zoltan with a nice switch to Schöne, who could spray one out to Reyes. It's a nice ball. Diego Reyes into the area. Teeing up for Abdul Rashid. It's 1-0 already. And the Rookie of the Year, third place winner is Aldin Abdul Rashid is off the mark 7 minutes into this season. What a way to mark the start of the season. Kodiaks up 1-0. Apologies for the confusion. We are in Anchorage State, not Portland. Got my dates wrong. Sorry about that, everybody. Kayvon Garamani going to be sorry about that as Edmund Hron watches on from the bench. We mentioned it in the pregame. Again, he might be on a short leash here today. Abdul Rashid doing his part. Again, 2 attacks going forward, and they both look really promising. That one ends in a goal. Orcas got to wake up here if they want to find some answers. It's Christopoulos, a nice ball out. Well, we've waited 8 minutes. I'll mention it. Of course, Thomas Mills is the starting left back now for the Orcas. Brought in after contract negotiations with the Kodiaks stalled. So now playing against his old team just a few weeks after signing. It's got to be a strange day for him to be back here so soon in his new team's colors. Here's Attila Zoltan. Making some nice headway down this left-hand side. It's a nice ball into the back post, and right on cue, there's Thomas Mills. He's unhappy with the amount of playing time he was getting in this team. Again, the incumbent left back, Jacques Merritt, holding down that position. Just no room for him to break into the lineup. He's now getting his chance to show what he can do. Looks nice so far back there, going forward as well. What a tackle from Sobrino Neto. Cut out that attack. Shakir was in one-on-one if he got through there.
If you'd like to get yourself some post-match snacks.
There's Abdul Rashid. Austin Powers. Out wide. Nice attack again. Here's Merritt. Drills one in for Eduardes. Oh, and looking for the back post. It wasn't there. Powers wins a corner. Oh, I think he should have just gone for goal there. Selfless play. Maybe needed to be a bit greedy. He has 2 Orcas defenders in there to block that one. Looking like they're struggling to keep up with the attack of this Kodiak front line. Here is the new set-piece specialist, Christian Schöne, a big part of why they brought him into this team. Austin Powers has a chance on the short corner. It's deep to Zoltan. Might take it himself here, and does! And Garamani with a big-time save. To keep it at 1. Zoltan with a fine effort. Garamani fingertip stop at full stretch. That's a great save. Well, here is Austin Powers again on the short corner. Not picked up. Yomba the block. And Garamani can clear. Kostopoulos strong in the hold-up play. Maybe a bit too strong. Yes, the referee's giving a free kick there. It's an interesting call. It's Christian Schöne once again over this dead ball, as we mentioned, the new set-piece specialist for this Kodiaks team. Sizing it up. The German midfielder. Just 3 in the wall for the Orcas. It's 33 yards out. Maybe a bit too far to think about going for goal, but he's got it in his locker. And he does go for it, and it's a standard save for Garamani. Able to hold it well. Decent effort from Schöne, but just too straightforward in the end. Here's Conrad. Quinn Roberts. Nice 1-2 with those guys. And here is Roberts again. Active on this right-hand side. Chance to get forward now for the Orcas. Couple of options, and Kostopoulos cut out by Hurlik. Now Zoltan can spring it for Eduardes. Again, looking on the ropes here. Here's Abdul Rashid into the area. Cutting it back. Surely 2. It is 2. It's Attila Zoltan. What a goal from the Kodiaks. Overrunning the Orcas backline again. Whoa, put that camera down, man. That is expensive equipment. You got to be careful with that. The Orcas got to be careful here. They are playing with fire at the back, and it burns them again, as that is a nice finish from Zoltan, but just not picked up in the middle. The midfield players just not tracking the runs back on defense. No chance for Garamani, flinging himself at it like a starfish. Nothing he can do about it. Izzeldin Abdul Rashid as well, the assister. He's now got a goal and an assist inside the opening 25 minutes here. What a start to his season. And Attila Zoltan, one of those players they really want to see more from stepping up this season. And that is a great way to do so, getting your name on the scoring sheet. Orcas have got to get going now, or they're in danger of letting this one get out of hand. Sometimes the best way to relieve that defensive pressure is getting some offensive creativity going with Yomba, but well defended by Eastman and Hurlik. And Schöne, again, they're in right away. They've just skipped through the midfield. Schöne with acres of space. He's cutting inside now. Abdul Rashid, the ball was just behind him. The Orcas absolutely get away with him there. That could have easily been 3. Thomas Mills just trying to settle things down here. And now Parivier. Some team in passing here going forward. Just a little bit too careful, but maybe a chance now. If they can find the switch. It's bouncing around in there, and it's a handball. Just the story of the day so far, just missing the mark across the board going forward. 3 players running into each other. It bounces up into their own arm, and that attack falls apart. 30 minutes played so far. The hosts leading in Alaska 2-0 against division rivals from Oregon. Orcas slightly are leading the possession. It has been a counter-attacking setup for this Kodiaks team, and it is working to deadly effect. This Orcas backline getting absolutely shredded every time the Kodiaks go forward. Here is Conrad. Dishes it into the middle for Parivier. And Shakir and Yomba, normally so solid in the link-up play, just not able to connect again. Zoltan, lovely release for Merritt. Abdul Rashid's in behind if he can pick him out. It's teed up, and Garamani there. Merritt maybe just got to get that cross in first time quickly. Gave the Orcas a chance to reset, and Garamani can come out and collect that. Here's Schöne, winning all the aerial duels at the moment, the Kodiaks are. It's Powers. Eduardes, he's been a live wire on this left wing. Clips it in again for Eduardes. Abdul Rashid, pardon me. And Levitas can hoist this one clear. It is survival mode right now, though, for the Orcas. They are on the ropes here. Thomas Mills looking to change that against his old club. Yomba has runners in the middle with Perivier, and Morty was right if he can pick them out. He does! It's Bryce Conrad! It's a great save from Carterson. And still alive here. Conrad! Oh, and Sobrino! What a block! Throwing it all on the line. Carterson was beaten, and the center back said, "Thank you very much. I'll take that off the shoulder." And keeps his team's clean sheet intact. What a turn of events there. Orcas desperately unlucky not to get themselves a goal there. Maybe a chance from this corner as Bryce Conrad, who had the first shot, saved well by Carterson over this corner kick attempt. A lot of short corners to open this season so far. One of Ben Hoover's least favorite tactics, as we all know. Glad he's not here to see this one, as here's the rookie Carlin Eastman, showing what he can do coming out of the back, all the way on the left side now. It's a breathtaking run. He's still going. It's coast to coast. He's still on the ball here. Surveys. Pops one in. Zoltan! And it's over the head of Abdul Rashid. Well, that would have been something if Carlin Eastman could have grabbed an assist there from that run. What a fantastic effort. Powers goes for one. Caught Garamani sleeping. Forces the save. And Zoltan is offside. Well, end-to-end stuff here. Just a flurry of chances from both teams. As that is a nice call there from the assistant linesman to pick that one up. Chance for the Orcas to catch their breath and settle. Maybe just try and damage limitation at this point. Get into the half. Only 2 down. Regroup. Make some changes. Get some players on the pitch. Let's come back with a second half effort. Just get a goal and you're right back in the game, though. It's only 2. Here's Petrovil. This is much better from the Orcas. Here's Kostopoulos. Kolek, a brick wall back there, 2 in a row. Great tackles, standing his ground. Sign is up for 3 minutes, but here's Reyes. Abdul Rashid, one-on-one. Oh, he's done it. It's 3. Damage limitations be gone. It's 3 now, right on the brink of halftime. And is Aldin Abdul Rashid having himself a day here, involved in all 3 goals. He grabs his second of the day, ending the half just as he started with a fine finish. Another great counter-attack from the Kodiaks. Orcas look completely lost at the back right now. Look at that finish as well. That's a smart play. Settles it, gives Garamani the eyes, looks up, and then just wrong foots him. Looks like he's going left all the way, and then just blasts it down to that bottom right corner. Kodiaks fans are in dreamland right now. They're loving it. What a way to go into the half, leaving no doubt. And that should just about wrap it up here from first half action. Orcas searching for answers. I mean, I don't know what you do here down 3-0 away from home. Kodiaks look absolutely lethal going forward right now. There is Aldin Abdul Rashid. Again, you can see the numbers here. He has had a great first half. 2 clinical finishes and an assist to set up the third. Handful, maybe 2 handfuls for these defenders of the Orcas today who have got no answers for him. It is 3-0 to the hosts as we approach halftime, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere in just a few minutes. Welcome back, everyone, as you find your way to your seats, watching along with us. Open and shut case for the first half from the Alaska Kodiaks, showing they mean business this year. They've made some great signings in free agency, a couple of great deadline day acquisitions, as well as a strong draft. Really, it seems like they might have figured out the pieces of this puzzle. Here's Powers right away, looking to start how they left off. That's time cut out for the Orcas. Again, I think it might be too far gone to this point to think about a comeback. Really just don't let it get out of hand. Don't let it get to 5, 6. You don't want to see that kind of result on the opening day. Really damaging for the morale. As that one was off Dawson Moreno, who came on for the second half. Quinn Roberts seemed to be struggling a little bit at the end of that first half. Unfortunately, Laird loses out on that ball. It will be a goal kick. Well, I know it's only week 1. Maybe it's early to start thinking about this, but could it be the writing on the wall? Kayvon Garamani's time in the Orcas' goal is up. Regardless of how much of a hand he could have had in making any of the saves on these goals, anytime you're conceding 3, again, it's only the first half so far, it's not a great sign when you're already in the hot seat with a rookie first-round pick, top 5 pick, no less, waiting behind you to get on the field. Alex Bragan also came on at halftime. Looks like a couple of changes for the Orcas. No changes for the Kodiaks here is Powers. Rashid smartly cuts it back to Powers. He's in. Oh, take a bow, son. How about that for the finish from Austin Powers? Well, his brother scored in the opening day matchup against the Charioteers, their division rival. And here is Austin, the younger brother. Another one of these players in this Kodiaks midfield who need to step it up, and he is stepping up. And Christian Shona gets himself an assist. Poor is Aldin Abdul Rashid. Doesn't get a goal or an assist on this one, but I don't think he'll care too much. He's already got 3 today. Look at that. I mean, a beautiful strike from Powers. We know he can hit them. It's just been a matter of delivering on the field. Look what it means to him, the celebration. Great day for the Powers family. Great day for the Kodiaks. 4-0. Again, Orcas are looking like this one is going to get away from them. Here's a chance for the Kodiaks to get forward again. Eduardes, he'll be keen to get on the score sheet. He tries to take on Levitas for pace. Great dribbling ability there. The cross just not really where they wanted it. Oh no, it's another handball penalty call. The referees really taking this new rule into full effect. Absolutely no tolerance. When maybe, oh, he's unfortunate there. It just bounces up off the arm and that initial control. I think there is contact. And that will be Marshall Carl's last act of the day. Horrible way to end his opener. Here's Christian Shona from the spot. It's 5. Never in doubt with Shona over that ball. 5-0 here to the hosts in Alaska. Wow. Ripping this Orcas team apart. And the new free agent midfielder makes his name known to the Kodiaks with a fine finish from the spot. That is a lovely penalty, by the way. Take another look at this one. Unsavable. Top corner, side netting. Garamani doesn't even move. Well, this is a resounding win at home. Of course, no chance of a comeback at this point. Just 2/3 of the way gone. Orcas are in trouble of getting embarrassed here. It's already 5. You're out of division rival. Oh, this could change things, though. It looks like this might be a red card. Oh, Austin Powers is in a spot of bother, and he is off. Curse of the commentator in full effect. Oh, it's an absolutely terrible challenge from Powers. There's no need to go in like that. You're up 5-0, and he spoils the party a little bit. That means he will not be in the next game for his team in the midfield. They'll have to look to the bench for answers. Of course, plenty of attacking depth on that bench for the Kodiaks. Here's Holik. He has been a real wall today. I'd love to see the stats on his dribble attempts. I think he's been dribbled out probably 6 or 7 times. No one's gotten anywhere near getting past him. Here's Yomba. There's Sabrino, the other center back. The back line looking really solid here for the Kodiaks. Bregan. Moving into the area, but Eduardo is getting back and doing his part defensively. Chance for Orcas to take the sting out of this game a little bit. Just kind of slow things down again. Damage control, damage limitations at this point. It's done and dusted for sure. It's just a matter of keeping it respectable. It's already in danger of getting away from that with 5 goals scored against them. Not the way you want to start your season at all. It was a tricky place to play out on the road in Alaska, of course. Tough adjustment as there was a chance. Kind of came out of nowhere with Carterson equal. Alert to the danger, makes the save. Now we look here as the Orcas get set for a corner. Maybe a chance to at least get on the score sheet today. Conrad over this one. There is a substitution real quick. It's going to be for the Kodiaks. It's Yevhen Sheremeta on for Attila Zoltan. Just trying to shore things up in that midfield, bringing on a more defensive player for the attacking midfielder Zoltan. There's Conrad's ball in. It's decently whipped, headed away by Sabrino. There's Michael Levitas. Alex Bragan, nice find for Shakir, and Hulik again in there. There's Bragan! Oh, great save from Carterson. Just not their day. The Orcas just cannot buy a break. It's a fine strike from Alex Bragan, the substitute. He's been positive since he came on, but it's a strong hand from Carterson to deny him and keep that clean sheet intact. Again, he seems determined to do so. Only been one clean sheet so far this weekend, and it was the Pink Nightmare, or the lucky soul holders of that title, being the only team yet to concede a goal, but the Kodiaks could spoil their party and make it the second team to do so. Bragan again, and again, it's one of those center backs stepping in. Sobrinho Neto. Here's Diego Reyes. He's had some nice runs down this right-hand side, showing his pace. Transfer acquisition from the Pioneers. Drills one in. Oh, it's Christian Schöne! It's 6-0! The Kodiaks running riot at home here. And right as we were singing the praises, Diego Reyes, what a lovely first-time baller this is. And Levitas just loses his man. I don't know how he squeezed it in. What a tight angle. Again, Garamani, I don't want to make any assumptions, but I think his days as the starter on this team may be numbered. That's a save you got to be making there in your post. Take nothing away from the finisher from Schöne. Brilliant. He has had quite a game. 2 assists, 2 goals. The fun just keeps on coming. Here are the Orcas. Well, they will be certainly in for a hard week of training after this result. Certainly the most one-sided game we have seen to start the season. This could be another one in here. It's Diego Reyes bursting in again. They just can't keep up with the speed. Garamani should be able to claim this one, and does. Maybe they can afford to be a little bit whimsical going forward there. Just, oh wow, what a turn from Abdul Rashid. Levitas able to slow this one down. And Parivier, signs of life here. Bakuyomba, it's been a really not great day for him so far. Normally such a strong player going forward. Shakir had the chance to release that ball and just kept holding on to it when he had teammates making runs. Story of the afternoon, just poor decisions, bad luck, nothing going their way. Christian Schöne now. What a player he's proving to be. That's a nice feed through to Eduardes. Can play it back here for Schöne to make it 7-0. Oh, it's an absolute disaster. Christian Schöne, the player brought in from the Terminators on deadline day. What a smart choice that is looking to be. He has got a hat trick on his debut. What a way to make your mark. This Kodiaks team, I mean, oh wow, look at the skill there as well. And again, Garamani got to be doing better with that. Just take nothing away from this again, though. How about that touch on his weak foot, out of the air, and then on the volley into the side netting. Christian Schöne, take a bow. I mean, Adine Abdul Rashid will be disappointed. He thought he had man of the match secured with 2 goals and an assist. Christian Schöne says, I'll show you one more. And worth noting, 2 of these goals have been scored after the red card decision against Austin Powers. Orcas up against 10 men here, and they're still conceding. I mean, they've got to figure something out, whether it's the formation, the personnel, or both. Just simply not at it today. Did not see this coming. 7-0. I mean, this is a resounding victory. And for how brilliant they've been going forward, it's been across the pitch. I mean, the midfielders are linking up really nicely between the lines for the Kodiaks, and the defense has been an absolute brick wall. Atlas Hulik and Leandro Zimao Rui Magellan really holding on the fort well, as this could be a chance. Riviere! And that is the story of the afternoon for the Orcas. I don't believe it. Point blank from Yomba, normally one of the most clinical players in the league, and he blasted over from 10 yards out. Just you can see the frustration in the shot and the reaction. Every now and then, you just have a day like this, just nothing going your way. I mean, they got to just try and shake this dust off and forget about this as soon as possible. Would be nice to grab a consolation goal here, though they might do. And again, that defensive back line, holding strong, determined to keep this clean sheet despite being down to 10 men. And 6 minutes now of added time. Well, the Kodiaks got off to a fast and furious start, and they never looked back. It has been a clinic today from them. The host showing the fans what they've got to look forward to in store for this season, and it is positive signs across the board. There are runners in behind again here for Eduardes. And Merritt, Shona, surely not a fourth! Garamani with the save this time as Eduardes back to Shona. Another chance for him, another save. Abdul Rashid, oh my goodness, it's 8-0! I don't believe what I'm seeing! And Abdul Rashid must have heard me in the press box. He says, fine, you can try to take the man of the match award. I'll get a hat trick too. Then you guys can decide who gets it. These players are absolutely showing out. Garamani, 2 great saves on Shona. And Abdul Rashid says, I'm the striker. Let me show you how to shoot this ball. Clangs it in off the near post. Wow. Referee's even getting onto the celebrations now. He is happy to see it. Wow. 8-0. This is a potentially league record victory/shutout combo. I mean, this has been the most one-sided game I have seen in a long time. And to make matters worse, Michael Levitas down and out off the field with an injury. That is their starting center back now who is out. We'll have to see, of course, the extent of that injury. And it looks like the match ball does go to Izdin Abdul Rashid. Maybe a bit of recency bias there. Of course, Christian Shona also getting a hat trick of goals and an assist. As you can see, that adds up to 8-0 for the Kodiaks. What a way to mark your season debut. Absolutely lethal in attack. This Oregon Orcas team looking pretty grisly back there. Pardon the poor pun. Don't go anywhere. Hopefully we'll see some more balanced action in the next game. There's your man of the moment. We'll be right back with 2 more games for the rest of the night. I'm your host, Matthew Humble. Thank you for watching along. Enjoy these highlights as we get ready for the next game.